hassle.
I just gotta get a couple cables.
A few questions.
Yeah, doesn't it look like that?
Yeah, it really does. It's a really stylish look.
Want to see that?
No.
What are you doing tonight? I'm going to a party. That's great. What are you going to do? Drink. Oh, that's great.
Get
Like,
your foot out of
what do you
that.
want to do when you go out? Do you want to be a fireman or a doctor? They're like, ah.
As a result, several are ceases. Look at you doing what a mom does.
Yes, you threw up. That's Catalina.
Dude, you got zoom here. This is hot. Got a picture of your left nostril.
The morning of their first full day of
Jesus
freedom,
Christ.
launched on the most ambitious voyage of her career, helping boys in trouble make the desperate passage from juvenile delinquents to responsible citizens. The expedition to Catalina and Santa Barbara Island is intended to be an adventure for the boys, to show them another lifestyle, to let them have never seen before,
That's so cool.
and giving them responsibility.
Do they bring an underwater cam or what?
Never shared.
Okay, Henry tried.
Nice.
God, that looks great. So
We also got these crazy girls. This girl and her friend who wasn't from Master. We were asking them what they were doing tonight, and they were going to be drinking tequila and rum, and we had them saying the craziest thing. We're like, okay, after we've asked you these questions that you know are benign and silly, it's your time to prove that communication is not failed, and let's hear what you have to say to each other. It's your time to talk. I mean, I can't believe someone would, like, accept that. I'd be like, what? I mean, you're crazy. Like, I'm not going to talk. Like, you can't put... But they were like, oh, okay. And then, like, this one girl looked at her friend, and they were apparently very good friends. She said, what are you going to eat tonight? And the other girl's like, I don't know. What do they serve here? I don't know. They got totally nervous. I was like, just, like, do free association, stream of conscious, say anything that's important. My foot hurts. But they couldn't. They were just like, oh, God, I don't know, potatoes? Pudding? God.
So what do you have to say for yourself, Saul?
What do I have to say for myself? Have communication.
I wanted to thank you for wishing me a good morning this morning.
Were you awake?
Yeah, I was awake.
You had gone to the shower, hadn't you?
No.
I guess you were right, it was John. So I guess it was communicated that I was wishing you a good morning.
I thought you were doing it because you were pissed off at me.
Why would I be pissed off?
Because I woke you up.
No. Who was it?
Nope.
Nope.
Saul.
C'est moi.
Saul.
do you have your keys?
I should
I see it for you.
I should have given those two kids his phone number.
We went to Empire Strikes Back last night.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Are we gonna get the 3 of them?
Yeah, Saturday I think we're gonna
Where are
do
we
it.
gonna rent? Where are we gonna watch them?
We're not
Plaza.
gonna be here.
What?
We're not gonna be here.
Why would we be here?
Are we gonna be on?
Oh, that's this weekend?
Allez, assieds-toi. Vas-y. Oh,
Vas-y.
c'est de moi. Vas-y, allez.
Vas-y. Go here. Vas-y.
Vas-y.
So,
Je sais pas.
Vas-y.
Je sais pas. Je sais pas. C'est un mot que j'ai choisi. Vas-y. Dans la pluie. Pardon.
Pluie. Okay, rain.
Ah oui.
Not yes.
Mais oui. Alors, Inol, qu'est-ce que tu fais avec la caméra,
L'appareil.
la truc? It's a fly. I've decided that's a fly. Cameras,
La musque.
la musque, un truc
Truc. Means fly.
means a little thing.
La microbe.
La microbe. Okay, I just said it.
What?
Right.
So you're like really double jointed. What'd you do? You can just keep your hands close together.
They go all over my head. You can't do that. It's not normal.
Let me see.
I don't really.
Try it.
I mean, what do you do? You just keep your hand. Oh, okay. Wow, that's really weird.
Try it with a rubber band.
I can't. Probably like snap.
Yeah, it might take your shoulders out of your socket, but so don't do it.
Let's bring it out.
I discovered that one day. I was like just playing around.
You must be very flexible. What weird things can you do with your legs?
I can have it back.
Are you like a Barbie doll? You know, the dolls like you can like pivot their arms like that.
No, this is the only. I can't bring it back the other way. But
Are your hips like that too?
no. Well, I've never. I mean, I don't know where I keep my hip.
That'd be very erotic if you
Are
could do
you
that with your
seeing
hand.
that? Are you taking that?
Yeah.
Because I really want to see what it looks like.
It'd probably be cool if you could like have her with her shirt off and get it from the back and like get her like shoulder
Yeah.
blades that come out. Cause yeah, I'm doing it. Okay. Yeah, they really pop out.
And like Senegalese French, they say où tu vas. And it's much more slang. It's much more like
Oh, they
où
reverse
vas-tu, où
the.
tu vas.
They reverse.
So it's more like it's a different sound. Où tu vas. I mean, it's more like because the language, like the other dialects in Senegal, are Wolof, which are like. Wait to remember a Wolof phrase. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Wa toto wanga wa kuninja. It's more like.
Is that French you're speaking?
No, that's Wolof.
Senegalese.
Wolof.
How many other languages do you speak?
I speak French and English. I speak Wolof, like, hi, how are you? My name's Jenny. Where's the market? Thanks. I mean, like, I could get by on the street, but I can't say.
After only 2.5 months?
After only 2.5 months?
I guess it's a long time.
I mean, I think I've learned surprisingly little for 2. I mean, I have a notebook of all the stuff I learned.
Yeah, who are you living with?
Living with my family.
Where's your family now?
Kansas City. Oui. Exactement. Oh, great.
No more coffee though. You want some of mine? I took a lot. I'll just dip it in like this, you don't mind, do you?
No. That's just great. So, Diamond of California.
He's really into like big cans of nuts. He's really into big cans of nuts. Gregor.
Big cans of nuts.
Big cans of assorted nuts.
I don't know.
Well, have you seen his nuts of
Alright.
almonds?
Alright, let's just secure. This is a horrible place to live. It's going to hell. You know, the world's getting destroyed. It's, you know, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem and all that, but the world's going to be destroyed anyhow. you know, there's going to be mass, like, bloody revolutions. All the parents are going to start taking drugs because they're going to, like, become totally disillusioned with their lifestyles. Kids are going to be running through the street with baseball bats, breaking into stores, and there's going to be, like, the hippie dippy people who form, like, colonies and buy islands and raise cows and sheep. But, like, if you have a passion, you can be like, yeah, that's happening, but, you know, I pick up my guitar, or, like, I sit down and I've got my typewriter, and I can write, or I can play my guitar, or I can use my camera, or I can just freak out in the kitchen, like, fixing beautiful food that's important to me. But, like, Mark...
Is that your passion? Food?
No. Well, food is very important to me, but writing is really my passion. But for Mark, he's like, God, he says all these things. I'm like, yeah, right on. Like, all these things are bad. But with him, there's no but. His only passion is Al-Anon at this point. You know what Al-Anon is? It's like, it's the center for, like, the children of alcoholics. But it's not only for them, it's for people, like, he's decided he's an addictive personality.
Is he a child?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, well, yeah. He is, but that's really not why he's going. He thinks he's addicted, like he became addicted to Dara, and it wasn't even for Dara. No, this guy just goes to Boston. Dara, his ex-girlfriend who lives in Boston, Harvard, he became addicted to Dara, and it wasn't even Dara anymore. It was Dara, like, any idea of Dara, not Dara as like, okay, we're here, we're scratching in the dirt, I love you, or whatever, that's a stupid word, but we're here, we're scratching in the dirt, we're laughing, we're, like, it's raining, how much more beautiful could this be? It's like, Dara, I need the idea of Dara, I need to be with Dara, and he could never be satisfied when he was with her, so now he's, like, freaking out, and there's nothing, like, there's no passion. He has nothing, like, until he gets addicted on something else. And, so that's that. That's part of that. Like, that is, like...
Does he play for romance all the time?
No, that's Rob Wright. But, oh yeah, the point of this thing is his right, thing, like, his therapist tells him, like, he goes to his therapist, I think his therapist is horrible from what he tells me. His therapist is like, don't call her. Whatever you do, don't call her. And because what he does is, like... His
therapist tells him things like what he should and shouldn't do.
Yeah, and I think that's crazy. Like, when I talk to my...
Do that again. Why do you... Wow. Good call. Yeah. That line of skin right there. That's beautiful. Can you flatter your nose too?
Wait. Oh, watch this. I can do this really neat trick if I concentrate. Wait. Is that neat?
What?
No, I don't know. But I think that's crazy that his therapist tells him, like, don't call her. I'm like, call her, you know, if you have to call her, call her. You should sip that.
Oh, so that's why you're getting around to, like, wise.
Yeah, I mean, you just...
I thought therapist wasn't supposed to, like, say, like, what you should.
Well, I don't think they should.
Suggest.
I mean, I think that he should be like... He also has put him on antidepressant drugs, which I think is horrible. Like, I don't think, like, I mean, I don't think you should be giving him drugs or telling him what or not to do. He should just be... I say, Mark, you know...
That's what happens when you get an MD and you go into, like, the world of psychology.
I don't think... I mean, I'm seeing this guy, and he's...
MD?
I don't know. I think he's a PhD.
Can't believe I'm trying to say.
He's great.
Yeah, PhD's cancer.
You haven't to miss him.
You want to sleep with him?
No.
I
said I'm going to miss him. I don't want to sleep with him. Arthur Robbins?
Arthur who?
Robbins. Arthur Robbins. Why not? No, because my favorite teacher in high school I called Art, and I can't get the two confused.
Do you call him Mr. Robbins or Arthur?
I call him Arthur Robbins.
Arthur Robbins.
Yeah. I turn into a duck when I get in there. I'm like, we laugh really hard. He's very fun. He's very witty. Okay. I'm done talking. Let's do it. Jesus. Jesus. I wish you guys would have met my friend Emily when she came the other week. She's my best friend from high school. You met her, didn't you?
I met her.
You didn't meet her. I mean, you saw her.
I said hi, Jen. This is my friend.
You said something crazy. Alright, I don't think I can say it.
What did I say?
I don't think I can do it right now. You have to give me a few minutes.
Oh, you have to get the pronunciation down real quick.
Alright.
Claudia's having a birthday party tonight. You probably feel like
Claudius?
hold the light up for some people. Claude.
Cloud.
I don't know. He's a nice guy.
He's sort of wild.
Gilles. God, one night, like earlier this year, when I was thinking a lot about speed in my writing, this was like right around that time I read you that thing, around January. I just come back from Christmas break, and Daphne Ferganis was working at Birdie's, and I remember we went there, and like I've been writing with this metronome going and just like doing hand exercises. I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but I'll just say it because that's what I'm thinking about. But Daphne, we went to Birdie's because she had to get her paycheck, and she was talking to this freak, this woman, for like 40 minutes, and I was not talking with him at all, and I was like just sitting at the bar ordering water and more water and water, just drinking these waters and enjoying the hell out of myself. And I was just freaking out with my hand, and my hand was going like the fastest you could imagine. It was the most beautiful thing. And this woman Daphne was talking to, I think, was provoking it because she was like she was coked up. She was like this. She was like, God, like she was like screaming, and her eyes are watering, and she was just like so like, I mean, she was swearing like every other word, just like these people are fucking disgusting. I mean, like I don't really swear. Like I can use vulgarities, but only in the sounds of words. Like lobster, you know, like that's a vulgarity. Like you can say words, but not just to like have any words said. Like fuck, like what does that mean? It's just like 4 letters that someone can throw out, and it's like it's more vulgar because people cringe. It's like a whatever. But this woman was just like screaming out stuff and wiping her nose, just like she was like wild. And I was just sitting there, like she didn't even know I was with Daphne. Daphne was talking to her, and like Daphne's like, yeah, you know. And I was like, God, I was freaking out. And then I went back to my room and I wrote with this metronome going. And I was just like, ah. But you know, it's really frustrating because you can never get your hand to go as fast as your head. That's why I got this. It was very funny. Like a month ago, I was freaking out, and I got this guy in Kansas City. This friend of mine gave me this voice-activated tape recorder.
I was gonna say, have you ever like written using a tape recorder?
Well, this was horrible. I went to my room and I had all these things I was thinking, and all this stuff I wanted to say. I knew I couldn't write, so I put in this tape in the tape recorder, and I was like, God, this is great. Because usually what I do with the tape recorder, that tape recorder is I tape the sound of a train, or I tape the sound of the rain, or I tape the sound of the grates with a stick hitting the grates or something, and then I play that while I play the metronome, and then I write about that experience or what I'm thinking or whatever. But at this time I said, I want to use this for talking. I want to try this out, and I talked. It was like a 30-minute tape I had, and I talked and I talked and I talked, and I was like, yeah, God. I was freaking out, and I was saying all this stuff that was important to me, and then like I was like, God, this has been going on a long time. I have no sense of time. And I looked at the clock, and it had been going on for like 40 minutes or like 50 minutes or something. And I was like, oh God, it must be over. And then I took it out, and it was on pause the whole time. And like I wanted to do it again, so I started it up, and I was like, well, I don't know. And I had nothing to say. I was like, God damn you! Like I wanted to take it and like whoosh, throw it against the wall. I didn't.